updates on some things that just happened here in the last couple hours, actually, that will affect those of you that are to the west of Uvalde. But as we get into tonight, I want to be sure to recognize and thank our hosts for tonight. The Spear family, Jimmy, Melanie, Klein, and Justin. Let's give them a round of applause. They put this together. And I think it's a way of serving the community. So they put this together. They originated this and actually came up with this before the first case of screwworm ever popped up here. So this is not a response to the last week. They started talking about this 2 weeks ago, something like that. So again, very thankful for their foresight in putting this together.
This is a personal thing, and have I got to labor to, if it moves to be an infested zone, to do the kind of surveillance that probably need to do? I don't know. That's a challenge that we're going to have to face, but certainly everybody that's in an infested zone needs to be thinking about how they're going to accomplish that, because it's really going to be critical to decrease the impact of this fly to the animals and keep that fly population low in the environment. Anything and everything we can do to keep that fly cycle from happening is really critical. We've added more veterinarians to the call. We're in the process of putting together an actual call center with our USDA partners to handle the ever-increasing calls that we're receiving. But I want to make a comment about calls and suspicious flies. The screwworm fly is pretty secretive in its life. It lives in the vegetation most of the time. The only time it comes out of the vegetation is to go to an animal. The female fly will go to an animal to lay eggs in a wound. And so you're not going to see that fly out in the environment very often, very rarely. There's generally speaking, a very few number of those flies in the environment, even though they cause great damage and can do a lot of bad things very quickly. There's usually not that many adult flies out there. And
the main thing is putting eyes on the situation. They said newborn animals of any kind are in danger because where the umbilical cord is, any kind of castration, any kind of process wounds could be a target. This could also affect dogs and cats. It could affect deer. They were talking about the multi-billion-dollar deer industry that's at risk due to this outbreak. The state has basically mobilized, or continuing to mobilize all resources to bring a network of professionals together to combat this situation. So look out for signs also of animal in distress, acting funny, anyway, behavior cues or key Uvalde Hesperian reporting from the Fairplex.